There once was a woman named Esther. She lived with her cousin Mordecai. Mordecai took good care of Esther. Esther and Mordecai were Jewish. Together they loved and worshipped God. One day the king of the land was looking for a queen. "We will find you a queen," said the men who helped him. The men gathered beautiful women from the land, and Esther was among them. From all the women presented to the king chose Esther. She was the most beautiful one of all. "I want you to be my queen," said the king. Esther said yes. Esther was happy living in the palace. Esther's cousin Mordecai worked in the palace. Mordecai told Esther to keep her faith a secret. So Esther did not tell anyone she was Jewish. There was another man who worked in the palace. His name was Haman. He helped the king, but hated Mordecai because Mordecai refused to bow down to him. Haman came up with a plan to get rid of all the Jews. He went to speak to the king. "The Jews are bad. We don't need them in our kingdom." The king trusted Haman, so he agreed to get rid of the Jews. Mordecai heard about Haman's plan and went to warn Esther and see if she could help. Mordecai said, "Esther, you must stop the king from killing us." "If I go to him," Esther said, "I could get in trouble. It's against the rules." But Mordecai knew Esther was the only one who could help. "Maybe God made you queen for such a time as this," Mordecai said. Esther was afraid. She knew if she went to the king, she would be in danger. But Esther also knew God would want her to be brave, so she prayed for courage. Soon Esther went to the king. She was still scared, but the king was happy to see her and extended his scepter to her. He did not punish her for coming to him. Esther invited him and Haman to a special dinner. "I will give you a feast, if it pleases you," she said. The king was happy and told her they would be there. Esther had a delicious meal prepared. While they were eating, the king asked, "What do you want, my queen? I will give you even half of my kingdom." Esther asked the king and Haman to come back for another dinner feast. The next time, while they were eating, the king asked again, "What do you want, my queen? You can have anything, even half of my kingdom." Then Esther found the courage to speak. "Please spare my life and the life of my people, the Jews," she said. "Mordecai told me you have been tricked, my king." "Tricked by who?" roared the king. "Evil Haman," said Esther. The king was very angry. "Take Haman and hang him," he yelled to the guards, "as punishment for the bad things he has done." Then the king trusted Mordecai and gave him the most important job in the palace. The Jews were finally safe. Esther's bravery and trust in God helped protect her people and her.